Good morning. Say hi to everybody. Say hello to everybody. Hi. Can you hear me?
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Say hi, everybody out there. How's it going?
Good, how are you doing?
Good morning. I'm really excited about doing this with you today.
I know, this is fun.
It's fun. And I thought that we'll go right into the exercise here. And then at the end, after the end of this, I think we should talk about the differences and the similarities between Pilates and yoga.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of misconceptions and people are like, hey, it's all the same. It's not the same.
No.
There are similarities, but they can totally be done with each other and get different results, but as a group, it can be done a bigger results. So I definitely want to get into that because I hear that a lot myself, and I'm not sure if you hear that or not. About, hey, it's like yoga. Pilates like yoga. It's not like yoga.
No, it's not. But they complement each other really nicely.
They do.
Yeah.
As we know as dancers, we both know this. It's really helped us as dancers. But anybody in any world and any type of fitness or it's all this is good. So I thought I would start with mine. I'm going to kind of get moving along a little more rigorously. I'm going to I have a little thing I do in the beginning, but I'm going to push it along a little bit for about 20 minutes, and then I'll take it off to you. So I'm going to put me I'm going to pin my video so they can see what I'm doing, and then when I'm done, they can watch you. Okay? I'm glad you're here, Eva.
I love it. Well, thanks for having me. Good morning, right? Yeah.
Good morning. Absolutely. Wait a minute.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to get going. Get to your mat. I actually like to start with plank to the pike. So let's go ahead and get going. Go to your plank position, and just know that as you're going along with any of these exercises, if you need to stop, please do. If you have any questions about any of this, one, join on the Zoom that I put on there. I have the Zoom link. Join in on us. We're going to have a question and answer. Number two, Eva and I both, please look under her information, ask her about what she's doing, and ask me about what I'm doing anytime you want. We're all about information. Okay, so you're going to start your hands on the floor. Stretch it out nice and long, nice and easy. You're going to move back and forth here. Then you're going to go back to the pike position one. Then you're going to move your body forward to the plank. Then again, we go back one, breathing, two, forward, and two. So as I move along, I like to discuss things like how your abdominals are being used, your shoulders vertical. Just as you move, you can feel things as I talk. So as you move your body back and forth, lengthening it out. You want to engage your abdominals ever so slightly. Just engage them. Feel like they're leading your body back, and feel like you're leading your body in back to that plank position 5 more times. Also, as you move, your spine is nice and stretched. So as you're going back, don't hunch. 3 more times, forward and back. And go back and breathing. At least for me, you want to naturally breathe. You don't want to hold your breath. Never hold your breath. You want to add your breath to the movement. Do it in a way that doesn't make you hold your breath ever. Okay? So you can inhale and exhale. And go ahead and bend your knees. Child's pose position. And take that there for a moment. And 4 and 3. We're going to repeat that on 2. It's a good way to open up the lower back. To feel that strength also. To feel that plank. All right, one more time. Stretch it out nice and long. If you don't want to be on your wrist anymore, you can always do it on the elbows. 3 and 2 and 1. Go back. 1 and forward. And 2. Breathing as you move the body here. And take the tailbone back and forward. And back. Breathing. You're going to start to feel those muscles working now. As your abs, take it back. And you can feel your abdominals, especially in that plank. 4 more. Breathing. Inhale and exhale. Nice and natural here. So if you were to have a conversation with somebody, you would be able to at this point. And 2 more times, 2, and forward, 1 more time, and go ahead and bend your knees and take a child's pose position in 4, 3, 2, 1, and there. All right, we're going to continue on to our back now. So you're going to get on your back here. Hands going to be behind the base of your neck. So I do a lot of my flexion. I don't think anybody's ever taken my class. I've never done flexion without something supporting the neck. So that's just the way I am because I really feel we put a lot of tension in the neck while we do a flexion. So feel the basket of your hands behind the base of your neck there. Feet are flat on the floor. We're going to do our ab press. So inhale, stay. Exhale, lift it up. 2, 3, and you're going to slowly release it down. Keep the support of the neck as you release it on 4. Repeat and exhale up. 1, 2, keep the abdominals pulled in. So there's a scoop action happening in your core, even as you lower down. Gently keeping your pelvis neutral and go up. 2, 3, 4. Nice scoop here. Your legs are really parallel. So again, just going to keep talking as you're moving and just kind of move around what you're thinking about. That's that way. No matter what you're doing, you're thinking about what your body's doing. Up on 4 and lower down. Legs are nice and parallel. 3 and 2 more times. Go up. 2, 3, 4 and down. Nice and easy. 3 and good. And go and scoop. And 2 and 3 and 4 and lower down. Then we're going to add the legs off the floor. You're going to cross the ankles as you lift it up. So you go up, cross the ankles. 3, 4, and you're going to lower your feet down as you lower down. So your down's going to work a little bit harder. On 4 and go, scoop it up, lift it up, cross the ankles on 4. Maintaining the neutral pelvis, lower your legs down slowly. You notice how slow we're going here on 4. 3 more times. We're working hard though. Lift it up. Keep your neck supported. Keep the abdominals pulled in. And take a moment. And breathe. And lower down. 3 on 2 more times. We go. Lift it up. 2. Keep the neck supported. 4. Pull it in. And lower down. And 2 on 3. Last time we lift. Breathing up. 2, 3, 4. Hold for 5. Keep that neck supported. Try not to fall back either. Don't look at the ceiling. Really lift it up. And 4 and 3. Hold it 2 and 1. Lower it down all the way. Feet are flat on the floor, arms next to you. Go right into the bridge. You're going to tilt the pelvis and go up. 2, 3, 4, and down. 2, 3, 4. One more time. Lift it up. Nice and parallel legs. Carefully don't let your legs go out to the side. That position. Keep it parallel. So you get this adductors working a little. Got the glutes working a little bit here. Gently reach the arms. Feet are flat on the floor. Long neck. Breathe. Inhale, stay. And you're going to lower down slowly, 1 vertebrae at a time. 3, 2, 1. Onto your side. So stretch your legs out nice and long. Nice lateral series here. You're going to do the bottom leg to the top. So before we start, when we move one leg, the other leg is your stable. I call it the standing leg. You're not standing on it. It's like the side that you're stabilized on. So as you move the bottom leg, that top leg needs to be strong. You got to use those obliques to do so. The other thing is I like my head down on my arm. If you have a pillow of some sort, it does help. I'm not a fan of just hanging out the hand on your head here, right? So we really want to feel the release of your head. Again, takes away the neck and focuses in on the core. Okay, bottom leg to the top, begin. 1 and 2, and go 3, and go 4, and go 5, and 6, and 7, 8, 9, and 10. Top leg, 1, 2, 3, and go 4, and go 5, and go 6. Again, the bottom leg is stabilizing your body, helping as you move the top leg. 3 more. 3, and go 2, and go 1. Flex the feet. Pause. Obliques, obliques, obliques. You can kind of karate chop here if you want. You really, yep. Strong, strong. Bottom leg to the top. And 1, and go 2. Top leg is strong, but let it swing around. Keep it as still as you can while you move the bottom of the leg. 4 more. 3, 2, hold. Now when the top leg goes, the bottom leg doesn't move. 1 and 2. And as you're moving out and in, last little detail here, stretch those muscles, stretch it up. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, 1 more, and release. Okay, so we'll do the other side here. Okay, swing your legs around, or you can just turn over. Either one is fine. All right, on the other side. Release your head on the arm. Legs are nice and stretched. We're going to do the bottom leg and keep that top leg stable. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. Now stretch that top leg. Reach that top leg. Up, and lengthen. 4 more. A 3, a 2, a 1. Top leg 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and lengthen 5. And strong bottom leg. 4 more. A 3, a 2, a 1. Pause. So really enjoy that sensation of strength. Flex the feet. Yes, you're going to feel it, but as you're feeling it, stretch. Bottom leg to the top. A 1, a 2, and go 3, go 4, a go 5, and go 6, and go 7, and go 8, lengthen 9, lengthen 10, top leg 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7. Nice strong obliques, square pelvis, breathing. Relax your head on your arm. I have lost count. 2 more times. Last time, up, down, and release. Onto your stomach. Let's continue on. So I'll face a little bit this way. That way you can see my angle. You're going to put your forehead on the hands. So you're going to extend one leg off the floor. So what we're going to do is you take the right leg off the floor. Your left leg is gently pushing into the floor. Again, the leg that's not moving, I've been calling it the standing leg or the support leg, because it really helps support the pelvis when you feel that energy of the leg that's on the floor. And even as the other leg is lifted, the other side is stable. Okay, 3, 2, put it down, other side. So again, your left leg is off, stabilize the right side. 4, 3, 2, 1, the leg down. All right, other side again. Stabilize the left, right leg up. We're going to pulse the leg up and down and up. Let's begin. 1, up. Now, as you're moving along, your upper leg, your leg's moving, your upper body, you're going to want to shrug. Okay, that's so easy to do, and we love doing that. So be careful you don't do that. Keep, again, that neck. Neck is nice and long. Breathing. And ever so slightly lift your core off the floor. never ever in Pilates, do not push your abs into the mat. Never push your abs into the mat in extension. 10 more of that leg. And when you feel the energy of the left leg and right leg goes up and down, takes the pressure off the hamstring, even though you're using it, but it doesn't seem like a whole hamstring exercise. It's a glute, hamstring, abdominal exercise. 3 more, and of course you're back. 2 more. Last time, put the leg down or the other side. Left leg off the floor. Up and down for 20 here. Begin. 1, up, 2, and 3. So keep the right side nice and strong. In. Follow up, down. Stretch, down. Let's go about 10 more. Abdominals are ever slightly scooped. Down, up, down, up, down. We go about 5 more. A 4 more. A 3, and go 2, and go 1, up, release. So keep your forehead on the hands, keep your legs on the floor. You're going to lift the upper body up into the extension while your forehead stays on the hands. We go. Inhale up. So if you want to, I'm not a huge fan of looking at the camera, but maybe you want to look at the camera just for a moment, just make sure that you're doing the right position. This is so important that you keep the forehead really relaxed on the hands. You don't want to lift up and hyperextend. So you're going to lower down all the way. Keep your legs on the floor for the first 5. You're going to go up and down for 5, legs on the floor. And we go inhale up 1, 2, 3, and down. So as you're going up and down here, be careful you don't start to push your abs into the floor. You want to keep the navel ever so slightly lifted off the floor, or that's the feeling you want to have, and down. That way you don't push. You don't want to push. Up. 2, because when you push into the floor, for at least these type of exercises, it changes the way your back is used. So lift. You want those abs and your back muscles to work together. And when you start pushing into the floor, they stop working together. 2 more. Lift. Keep your legs on the floor. You can even feel like your legs are going into the floor a little bit. The energy. And down. One more time. We go up. So from here, take your arms back behind you. From here, legs up. And because we love the swimming, and you know how much I love them, doing the swimming, we're going to do it now. 1, 2. For anybody who knows me, I do not like the swimming. But just because I don't like an exercise or it's not my favorite, doesn't mean we shouldn't do it in the benefits. Right? In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 10 more. Just because maybe the more we do, the more we like it. Stretch those legs. Reach the arms. Keep your neck long. Yes, you're going to want to look up. Try not to do that. Okay? Lengthen the back of your neck. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Excellent. We're going to continue on onto your back. Okay, for 1 or 2 more things here before we get to have Miss Eva Trapp for her yoga. Let's go ahead and do a couple more abdominals here. We'll do the single leg pulls, which is nice. You keep your flexion lifted, just don't twist, into the crisscrosses. So flex, knees, extend your right leg out, left leg is in. Maintain that nice flexion position, supported neck, lower back has to stay connected to the floor. So really scoop. And switch 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, go 5, 5, go 6, 6, and 7, 7, go 8, 8, 9, 9, Then flex the feet, go 1, 2, reach the heel, reach the heel, reach the heel, lengthen it up, lengthen it up, lengthen it up. 5, 5, a 4, 4, a 3. Let's go right into the crisscross. This is a challenge. Let's go. 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 8, 5, 5, go 6, 6, go 7, 7, 8, 8, 9, 9, flex, the A1. You can rest anytime here. Take up, just work up this type of exercises here. Breathing either way. In 5, 5, 4, 4, 3, 3, 2, 1, 1, rest. Excellent. I think that's a good time for Miss Eva Trapp. That was fun. Hold on a minute. Look at you.
Hi, guys.
Yes.
Hi.
All right.
All right.
We're ready for you.
All right. So now that we are breathing and our cores are established, I'm going to walk you guys through a little bit of breath work. But today, because our heart rates are up, I want you all to stand up, top of the mat. So find me in a standing position. And what Brian was working on with our cores, I want you to think of placing your big toes together, little pie slice in the back of your heels, and then engaging your quad muscles all the way up through your hips and finding that neutral spine that you just created in your belly, pulling up all the way to the crown of your head. And then think of the palms coming out in front of you, finding your mountain pose. So engaging your entire spine from your abdominals and your back muscles, pulling them together, lifting up. And then go ahead and place your hands over your heart and close down your eyes. Feeling that pulse within yourself, vibrating, giving you life support, this factor that makes us feel alive. Take a big breath in. And slowly let it out. Again, take a big breath in. And this time, even slower, let it go on the way out. Controlling your breath, controlling your life force. I want you to start to breathe in through your nose and let it go out through your nose. So keeping those lips sealed, but not tight, just lightly pressed together. Another breath in, filling up your lungs, and let it go. Even slower this time for a 4 count. 2, 3, 4, and out. 2, 3, 4. Last one, breathing in and letting it go. Palms will come back out towards your sides. Eyes will flutter open. You've established this breath. I want you to keep it going throughout the rest of our practice together. Hands will sweep up overhead, breathing in. Exhale, bend your knees and forward fold, letting yourself come down so that your chest is trying to find your thighs. Inhale, think of lifting halfway up with your spine. Exhale, plant your hands into the earth and step your right leg back and then your left leg back, finding plank position. Engage your core muscles and shift your weight to the tippy toes of your feet. So you're rocking forward and really hold that core. Now from here, I want you to slowly drop your knees down. Elbows start to hug in towards your chest. Heart starts to go towards the earth, lifting your chest up. Little baby cobra. And then exhale as you sweep back over your toes for downward facing dog. So sit bones are going to go up towards the sky here. Glutes all the way flying in the air. Remembering that breath. So take a big breath in here, engaging your quads, slight bend in the knees. Exhale, let it go. Rise up on your toes and bend your knees. Look towards the top of your mat where your palms are and start to walk your feet towards the top to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop your head down heavy. Inhale, sweep all the way back up towards the top of your mat. So hands come up overhead. And then exhale, push them forward. So your palms are pushing forward, let it go. Again, sweep up overhead, breathing in. Palms touch at the top. And then exhale, forward fold, Uttasana, all the way down, head lowers. Inhale, palms to shin, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands to the earth and really spread those fingers wide. Step the left foot back and then the right foot back. Engage your core. Shift to those toes and slowly lower down. We're going to try a chaturanga here. So breathing in, our heart opens up towards the sky for a little up dog, first one of the day. And then exhale, downward facing dog and stay. So you've rolled over onto your toes and you're trying to find all of the sole of the foot into the earth. So that might mean that you need to take a little micro bend. The goal is not to take so much of the heels, but the tailbone going up towards the sky. So think of it as like a little hook going upward. Puff up the space in between your shoulder blades. So you're not sitting back and hyperextending your upper back. And then we'll rise up on our big toes, bend our knees. Take a little look forward and step to the top to fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, lower your head. Inhale, sweep all the way up towards the sky. And exhale, push your palms in front of you like a big breath of air in front of you, pushing out from your body. Inhale, arms up and over. Exhale, Uttasana, forward fold, drop your head. Inhale, halfway lift. This time we'll change it up a little bit. Palms go into the earth. As you fold back down, step your right foot back and lower that right knee into the earth. Coming into this little crescent lunge. And if it's available to you, inhale, sweep your arms up overhead in this position. And as we exhale, we're gonna open up our heart a little bit more. And then we're gonna breathe in and hands will go to goalpost hands. So wide fingers as if they're splaying really far, elbows straight side. Good. Exhale it out here. And then palms will find the earth, swinging back down. Hop your back toes on that right side and step your left foot to match your right foot, downward facing dog. Engage your low belly, roll forward just like you're a wave. And you can take either knees, chest, chin, or halfway lower, elbows come in for chaturanga. Heart comes forward and through. Breathing in upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Right leg goes up to the sky. And then think of it coming in towards your nose. So it's a little hover here at the top of your mat. Good. Stepping your foot in between your palms, drop that left knee to the earth. Inhale, sweep everything up. Again, finding those goalpost hands out towards your side, heart opens up. And then exhale as your arms swim forward, pop the back toes and step to fold at the top of your mat. So we're all the way situated where we started from. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop your head. Inhale, everything sweeps up towards the sky. And this time, take a little goalpost. Let your heart open up in mountain pose. Breathing in. Exhale, all the way forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands into the earth. This time, the left leg steps back. Drop the left knee. Inhale, arms sweep up as you open up that chest. Goalpost arms, exhale. Big breath in, stay. Exhale as your hands find the mat, pop the back toes and step into downward facing dog. As you roll forward, engage your belly, coming into that plank pose and chaturanga through. So your heart pulls forward, almost like a fish diving out of water. Breathing in for up dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left toes up towards the sky, stretch them long. And then hover them in towards your chest and hold. Step that left foot between the palms and drop the right knee. Inhale, sweep up, everything comes in through the center, using that belly. Exhale, as if you're diving into a pool, palms find the earth and step foot to foot. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, drop your head. Inhale, sweep back up to the sky. Last time, chest opens up, goalpost arms all the way open. Exhale. And then I want you to come into Utkatasana. So this is a chair pose. So from here, arms are going to stretch over your head and start to bend down in your knees, almost like a little plie. And then tuck your tailbone ever so slightly so that that bowl of the hip is coming towards the top of your mat, and shift your weight into the back of the heels. Now we're going to try to lower as we exhale. Breathe in, think of lifting the chest. Engage the low belly. Exhale, lower a little bit deeper. Again, breathing in, micro movement in the chest, lifting up towards the sky. Exhale a little deeper. If this is becoming too much on your shoulders, you can always bring your palms in towards your heart. 2 more breaths, guys. Breathing in. And exhale. Big breath in through the nose. And exhale. Now from this position, I want you to stay here and try to rise up onto your toes. Holding nice and strong, parallel legs. Engaging your belly and your quads. And we'll slowly lower down to the bottom of our mat. Palms can come in towards your heart or in a prayer position. And once you get to the floor, we'll lower back down onto our mats. Good. So we joked that Brian's a little fire and I'm a little ice. So I'm here to get us to cool down a little bit and feel all the goodness that we just created in our bodies. So with that being said, I'd like you to find yourself on your tailbone into the earth, soles of the feet onto the ground. And we're going to slowly scoop out the belly and lift the toes off ever so slightly. So you're thinking of scooping the belly. You're coming into boat pose. Pushing the fingertips maybe out towards in front of you or just holding the backs of your knees. Just taking 2 breaths and remembering that slow inhale for 4. And exhale, slowly letting it go. 1 more. And exhale. And then just let your feet find the earth again. Shift your weight back and walk your heels in towards your body. And take your left arm across your shins. We're going to inhale, right arm goes up towards the sky. Exhale, give it a little twist, opening up your right shoulder. Maybe you look back towards that palm and really feel as if you're growing out from the floor. So your spine is starting at the tailbone and growing all the way to the crown of your head. Good. Engage that low belly. And then as you exhale, go ahead and take that arm across your body, giving yourself a little wrap around yourself, and breathe in, left arm goes up. And then exhale, open it towards the back of your mat. Maybe your gaze finds your thumb. Breathing in, pull up from the low belly, spine gets longer. Exhale, stay. And then stretch this a little bit out of the fingers as you breathe in, and exhale, wrap them around yourself. We'll lower down our left knee to shin onto the floor, and right leg's going to go back behind yourself in a little deer pose. And it can be super tight if your hips are not feeling this, and if you're a little more open, you always have the availability to open up just a little bit more. But the idea is to try to get your sits bones into the earth as much as possible. And from here, we'll take our right arm up towards the sky, and then take it to that left knee. And you're really gonna pull on your body. So this left knee is in front of yourself, right arm is gonna grab the outside of it and give yourself a little twist. Big exhale as you stay here. And then let the palm on the left side start to walk itself a little bit further. Inhale as your chest lifts up towards the sky. And take a little tilt with your heart opening up. And then coming back through center. Right leg is going to swing all the way back through. And place it right in front of you, either on the earth, or it will come into a position where you're like toe to heel and heel to knee, basically. So if it's available to you, I want you to think of resting it deep within yourself. Good. Otherwise, if this is a little bit too much, you can always place this sole of the foot on the earth. We're going to take a big sweep up towards the sky. And then exhale, forward fold halfway. Inhale, start to lift out of that low back. And then exhale, you're really going to start to feel this as you drape over yourself, starting to find the floor. You're going to feel it in the outside of the right glute. And for me right now, really think of slowing down that breath. Maybe your head starts to drop a little bit heavier. And trying to release into that hip. So thinking of your breath as an aid to letting your muscles start to relax and getting into a slightly deeper stretch. And then a big breath in, we'll walk ourselves back up. Palms come in back behind yourself, soles of the feet find the earth, carefully undoing that bind. And just let your heels go from side to side. It's called a little windshield wiper move, and it actually opens up the hips from the outside. So if you think of closing your knees a little bit and giving it just a shift from side to side, it'll break up stagnant energy that builds up in our hips because we sit too much. So this time your right shin is going to find the earth, right knee down, placing the weight into your right palm. Go ahead and shift that left leg back. Once we set up here and you're comfortable, I want you to take your left arm up towards the sky, breathing in, and then go ahead and clasp it on the outside of that right knee, giving it a little twist. Exhale, opening up. And then your left hand will go back up towards the sky. Walk those right fingertips a little bit further back behind you and think of your chest lifting up towards the sky for a little heart opener. Exhale, hold. And then pushing your weight back from that palm. Start to let it shift to the side so you can take that left leg and circle it all the way back in front of you. And you'll find this position where the left foot now will be on top of it. So again, options are you can always take it to the floor if this is a little better and kinder on your hips. You can take the sole of the foot and cross it all the way over towards the right knee. And if you have the range of motion, you're trying to create a little flat surface with two legs together here. So we'll take a big breath in. Once we're set up, arms go up overhead. Exhale, start to hinge forward, still using those glutes. Inhale from the chest, lifting up. And now exhale, start to soften your lower body as you make your way towards the floor. Slowly breathing in and letting it go. One more breath. On your next breath in, go ahead and let yourself start to stack yourself up all the way to the top. Engage that belly one more time as your soles of your feet find the earth. scooping out that low belly. So you're starting to really make this C-like curve. Palms go out in front of you and slowly lower down, taking your time. Chin staying towards your chest, the sternum part. And then once you get to the floor, I want you to feel like your entire spine is touching the earth. Soles of the feet will walk in towards your body. And today we'll take a little bit different position than we're used to with our hip raises that you do with Pilates. So soles of the feet are really close to your butt. So think of your fingertips grazing just the top of the heel. And then as you breathe in, rise up, lifting up, engaging the belly muscles. Exhale, stay, holding those legs parallel. Another breath in, raise up a little bit higher now in the chest area. So you feel like you're a bird puffing up. Exhale, stay. One more, slowing your breath down. Feeling your heart beat within your chest. And then exhale, slowly lower it back down to the ground. Rolling those toes off the floor, and then grab your knees and pull them in towards your chest. So you're really creating this long spine. And now I want you to flex your feet and try to grab the outsides of them. So you're gonna pull on the outsides of the sole of the feet. And I want you to think of your back long into the floor. Coming into your little happy baby. Opening up your hips. And really trying to feel as though your knees are starting to come towards your armpits. Sometimes in this position, you might want to rock from side to side if you're feeling a little bit too still. And really focus on that spine of softening with your breath. Feet will go up towards the sky, stretching them long and letting go of your feet from side to side. And I want you to spread your toes wide, finding your yogi toe. I often joke it looks like a Barbie foot with really wide toes. And from here, don't hyperextend your legs. So go ahead and put a little micro bend in the knees. The idea is to let your heart take a break here. So feeling the blood start to drip down your legs, circling through all your joints, allowing your breath to really start to get slow. And then go ahead and hug your knees in towards your chest. Soles of the feet find the earth. And then as you open your knees wide out towards the side, Supta Baddha Konasana, I want you to think of the soles of the feet touching one another. And so you're really making this diamond shape. And the best you can, try to think of relaxing that spine so you're not creating tension in the back. And maybe your palms just lie open. And another nice way to feel this posture is letting them come up over your head. Feeling a little bit more expansiveness in your upper body. Taking one more breath in your space. And then go ahead and stretch your legs out long in front of you. And you can leave your palms in a comfortable position or reset them to what feels good in your body. And go ahead and close down your eyes for a moment. Letting yourself reset. Thinking of softening all of your face. and your shoulders, all the way down through your hips and out into the earth. Letting yourself let go. If you are lying on your back, go ahead and turn over towards your right side. Taking a few more moments of stillness for yourself. And go ahead, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, giving yourself a big stretch. And coming back up to a seated position. And go ahead and start to flutter your eyes open. And we'll join back together with Brian.
Cool. That was great. What a nice experience.
It's a good both. So yeah.
I love it. And I think that as people watch this throughout the day and kind of figure out, they're going to do both of them and think that they're going to, like how I feel great.
Yeah. Yeah. You got all your stuff in for the day and now you get to be zen. It's a win-win.
So I'd like to just take a minute or two.
Yeah.
And talk about the similarities. I'll start. I'll say one thing.
Yeah.
It's mind body.
Right? Like it's everything, right?
Yeah.
I think what's so interesting about mind body is we discovered it because you and I come from a dancing background. We discovered it without knowing the words for it as dancers. We're not very good with that language in the dance studio, but there's such this gorgeous connection to how you feel every day inside your body, right? That obviously this was a natural path for you and I to stay connected, and start articulating ourselves in that way. But that is so the cohesiveness of movement and these two forms of movement do it so beautifully, right? Like they're connected.
Well, Eva, also though, and over the years, a lot of clients and talking to them, and important how they incorporate this type of stuff in their everyday fitness and everyday life. Right? So, like for example, sitting in a chair, slouchy, here, and if it means that your chair is a little higher, then you're training yourself to be always aware without being aware, aware of what's going on in your core.
Yes.
And this training is something that is valuable in everyday life.
Exactly. Well, and also, we live in a very different time than the way our bodies were initially created, right? And so our everyday, like I know this as a massage therapist, like our everyday activities are actually what drive us to have pains in our body, right? Like you're saying, we start creating ways that aren't natural for movement purpose, right? And so sitting in a chair is a great example of how we start to slouch and hunch, and it's almost like we forget that there's a front, side, and back of our body. We deal so much with this front perspective all the time that's why I think movement in this way teaches us, oh yeah, there's so much more to my body than just this like paper doll effect, right? Like it's just like front, back, like it's all of us. Yeah.
So let's talk about, I'm going to tell you, I hear a lot of people ask me, Pilates is like yoga. And you can say, yes, you're on the mat, it's mind, body, The abdominals are worked similarly. I know there are some differences. Like it depends on what type of yoga. You let the belly hang out.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the thing. Like, it really depends on the school of thought, right? Even Pilates has different schools of thought, right? I don't think they're the same at all. You know,
Don't either. So tell me, what do you think is the difference? Being a yoga person and while you being a dancer, tell me what do you feel is the difference?
Well, I would say that if you're looking to stabilize your core, yoga is not always going to do that for you. There are poses that help, but without a very strong foundation of understanding how the body actually works and how to engage your core, you're going to miss that a lot in a yoga class. But I also think that's why I think they work so beautifully together. But also when you're doing a lot of core work, it becomes rigid, right? So you need the stretching element of it too. And that's what yoga is so good at, is it's elongating the muscles after you've compacted them, basically, right? Like, and we need both of them because we're dynamic people, right? Yeah, so that's why I'm like, it's not the same at all.
Well, exactly. So, and again, let's put aside schools of thought because everybody teaches a little differently. But looking at the basics of it, the strengthening in the mind body of Pilates and the stretching and the mind body of yoga.
Mm-hmm.
There is always going to be components of all of them, everything you do. But if you look at the basics of it, they are different.
Yeah.
And so I think that, and you know, the breath too. You know, I'm more of a natural breath kind of person when we work out. I think that when for at least in the Pilates component of it, because we get very involved with the breath, but the movement and yeah. So I think that when you're thinking about doing one or the other, people should start thinking about doing both as tandem as one.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. And the breath is interesting because too much forced breath obviously isn't good for us, right? But then too much natural breath without controlling it isn't good either. So it's like this fine line that we're walking of trying to be cultivating awareness in our body, right? And so I think maybe thinking of breath is connected in the same way in both of these different modalities is because we're trying to bring intention to people's breath, right? Like we're trying to show them that this is actually something that supports you throughout your entire day, your entire life. And the better you have of control over it, the easier your life will become because you're in control of something that it's one of those rare things in the body that you can actually not think about or think about, right? And it's always going to be there for you. Which is kind of incredible. That's why I think in yoga we call it the life force, right? Because it's this always constant thing, you know, no matter what happens. So, yeah.
Well, Eva, we're going to do this again.
Okay, I like it.
We're definitely going to do this again. I think that I would like people out there to send questions because I know people have questions about yoga and Pilates. And what an interesting opportunity to talk to two different forms.
Yeah.
Be part of this. So as we go along, I welcome any kind of comments or questions. And Eva, I think we should do this again.
Yeah, for sure. I loved it. It was really fun to get to play off each other. So
it's kind of neat.
And there's so many muscle groups. We could have a different muscle group every week, you know, like
You know, we'll change it up too. We can do yoga's first and then Pilates after. You know, we'll next time we do it, we'll do you go first and I go second. Just
I like it. Warm me up. Yeah.
You know, and it's really nice to reconnect with you, Eva. I appreciate it.
This is wonderful. Yeah, it's very nice to see you, Brian.
Let's go ahead and maybe we'll do this sooner than later. I think we may have a plan on doing it tomorrow.
I think so. I thought that's what we were talking about.
Good.
Yeah.
So if you watch this whole video and you're at the very end, we're going to do this again tomorrow.
Here, congratulations.
There you go. So thank you, Eva, very, very much. Okay. Have a beautiful day, okay?
Thank you, you too.
Everybody else too. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye, guys.